Let V and W be the vector space, okay, over the field F, and let T be the linear transformation from V into W. Then first statement, the null space of T transpose is equal to any letter of range space of T. That is null space of T transpose, this one is equal to range space of any letter of range space of T. And in second condition, rank of T transpose is equal to rank of T. That is dimension of range space of T transpose. That is rank of T transpose is equal to dimension of range space of T. That is rank of T. And in third statement, we have to prove that range space of T transpose is equal to null space of annihilator of null space of T. Okay. So first statement we proved. Now we have to prove that second condition, second statement. Okay. Rank of T transpose is equal to rank of T. Okay, proof. To prove that, second one, rank of T transpose is equal to rank of T. Okay, this is the symbol of rho. Rank of T transpose is equal to rank of T. That is dimension of range space of T transpose is equal to dimension of range space of T. Now let V and W are of finite dimensional. Okay, FD means finite dimensional. And suppose the dimension of V is equal to N, and the dimension of codomain, that is W, is equal to M. And suppose the dimension of range of T is equal to R, that is rank of T. Okay, we have to prove that rank of T transpose is equal to R again. Okay, we assumed here dimension of V is equal to N, dimension of W is equal to M, and dimension of range of T is equal to R. That is rank of T. Dimension of range of T is nothing but rank of T. Okay, and to prove that rank of T transpose is equal to rank of T, since we have range space of T, okay, is subspace. Subspace of कोणाचा असतो सबस्पेस? If T is the transformation from V to W, then range of T is the subspace of जोपर्यंत तुम्ही बोलणार नाही तोपर्यंत नाही जाणार पुढे. Range of T is the subspace of, नाव घेऊ देत का आता? हॅलो, खोबरे काय येणार? रेंज ऑफ टी इज द सबस्पेस ऑफ,
Yes, sir.
रेंज ऑफ टी इज द सबस्पेस ऑफ
W star, sir. W star.
W, not W star. Range of T म्हणतोय मी. If T is the transformation from V to W, then range of T is the subspace of.
Yes, sir.
W, sir.
मग बोला ना मग. Range of T is the subspace of W. Okay, we know that if W is the subspace of V. Okay, suppose if W is subspace of V, then we know that dimension of W plus dimension of any letter of W is equal to dimension of V. Okay, in the last lecture we seen this theorem. Here the R of T is the subspace of W, then dimension of range space of T plus dimension of any letter of range space of T is equal to dimension of our domain. Okay, whole set. This is dimension of W. Okay, एक theorem पाहिला आपण. If W is the subspace of W is the subspace of V, then dimension of W plus dimension of any letter of W is equal to dimension of V. Okay, we seen this one. So here instead of w here r of t, and instead of v here w. So dimension of r of t is equal to dimension of any letter of t is equal to dimension of w. Okay, so therefore dimension of any letter of range of t is equal to dimension of w minus dimension of this one, range of t. Okay, what is dimension of w is m. We assumed here m, and dimension of range space of t, that is rank of t, is r. So this one is dimension of any letter of range of t. Okay, any doubt up to here?
No, sir.
Okay, but in the first statement, what is range space of t? Any letter of range of t is nothing but nullity of t transpose, null space of t transpose. So therefore, from 1, we have any letter of range of t is equal to null space of t transpose. Okay, so put here the value of r of t, any letter of r of t. So this is dimension of null space of t transpose is equal to m minus r. Okay, any doubt up to here?
No, sir.
So we have given now, we have T transpose is linear transformation. Okay, T transpose is a linear transformation from a finite dimensional vector space W star to V star. Okay, एखादा जर ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन जर लिनियर असेल, if T is the linear transformation, then we can apply the rank nullity theorem. Okay, if T is the linear transformation, then what is the rank nullity theorem? Rank of T, okay, plus nullity of T is equal to dimension of what? Domain. Suppose if V is the domain is V, then dimension of V. Okay, here the T transpose is the linear transformation. Then apply the rank nullity theorem. Then we have dimension of rank of T, range space of T transpose, that is rank of T transpose, plus nullity of T transpose, that is dimension of null space of T transpose, is equal to dimension of domain. What is here dimension of domain? What is the domain of dimension? Hey, this one T transpose काय असेल?
V.
टी ट्रान्सपोजचा डोमेन, टी ट्रान्सपोज कुठून कुठपर्यंत
W
असणार?
star.
डब्ल्यू
W
स्टार,
star.
which is equal to dimension of w star is nothing but dimension of w. Okay, dual space of w and itself the vector space, the dimension is same. So here by applying the rank nullity theorem, okay, what is the reason? By rank nullity theorem. Okay, so we have rank of T transpose plus nullity of T transpose is equal to dimension of W star. This implies what is the dimension of this one? Nullity of T transpose, that is dimension of null space of T transpose is M minus R. Okay, plus dimension of this one is as it is T transpose. Okay, which is equal to dimension of W star. What is the dimension of W star is? आहे का लक्ष कोणाचं? जर तुम्ही गप्प बसताल तर मागे पडाल बरं का असंच. Dimension of W star is equal to what?
Yeah.
Dimension of W. What is dimension of W here? M.
M.
Okay. So this implies this get cancelled. So dimension of range space of T transports is equal to R. This implies dimension of range space of T transpose is equal to dimension of what is R? Range of T. That is rank of T transpose is equal to rank of T. Hence the second statement proved. Okay. Any doubt?
No, sir.
And now, third statement. To prove that range of T transpose is equal to annihilator of null space of T. Okay, we have to prove that range space of T transpose is equal to annihilator of null space of T transpose T. Okay, first statement काय प्रूव्ह केलं आपण null space of T transpose is equal to annihilator of range of T. Opposite आहे याच्या उलट आहे. Okay, हा first statement होता तुमचा. Now we have to prove that range space of T transpose is equal to annihilator of null space of T transpose. First, we have to prove that this R of T transpose is contained in annihilator of null space of T. Okay, हा ह्याच्यात कंटेंट आहे दाखवायचा आहे. And if we prove dimension of range space of T transpose is equal to dimension of annihilator of T, dimension of annihilator of null space of T, okay, then R of T transpose is equal to annihilator of null space of T. Okay, एखादा subspace, if we prove W is the subspace of V and dimension of W is equal to dimension of V, then W is equal to V. Okay, we can say that W is equal to V. So here first we prove R of T transpose is contained in null space of T, annihilator of null space of T. And if we prove dimension of this one is equal to dimension of this, then this statement is whole. Which one? This one. एक तर हा ह्याच्यात कंटेंट दाखवा आणि नंतर हा ह्याच्यात कंटेंट दाखवा. ही एक मेथड आहे प्रूव्ह करण्याची. किंवा हा ह्याच्यात एक कंटेंट दाखवा and dimension of this one is equal to dimension of annihilator of n of T. Okay. Now, first we have to prove that range space of T transpose is contained in annihilator of null space of T. Let take any element belongs to this one. Okay. Null space of T transpose, range space of T transpose. पहा आधी T transpose कुठून आहे फंक्शन माझा. This one is W star. This one
To
is
V star.
T transpose to V star. Okay. Wait. Range space of T transpose कुठे असणार माझा इथे असणार. Okay. This one is range of T transpose. Okay. Now take any element F. Let this F belongs to range of T transpose. Okay, then by definition we have what we have. This F is equal to T transpose of G for some G belongs to काय असेल
W star.
W star. Very good. इथे कुठेतरी माझा हा G असेल. If we apply T transpose on this G, then it becomes F. Okay, F is equal to T transpose of G for some G belongs to W star. Now, let alpha belongs to null space of T. B, any element. Okay. आता T कुठून कुठे आहे? Suppose this one is V, this one is T, and this one is W. The null space of T is the subspace of V. Okay, हा तुमचा null space of T. What is the definition of null space of T? We let alpha belongs to null space of T be any element. Then T of alpha is equal to
0.
0 by definition of null space of T. Okay. Then apply this function f on this alpha. Then f of alpha is equal to, what is the value of f? T transpose of G. T transpose of G of alpha. Okay. By the definition of T transpose of G, कसं डिफाइन केलं होतं आपण हा? G of T of alpha. Is it correct? Which is equal to, but what is T of alpha? If alpha belongs to n of T, then T of alpha is 0. So this is G of 0 is equal to 0. Okay, why? Because G is linear. So G हा linear असेल, G of 0 0 असेल. So f of alpha is equal to, wait, f of alpha is equal to 0 for all alpha belongs to null space of T. म्हणजे जर मी जर अल्फा हा या null space मधनं घेतला, then the value of f of alpha becomes 0. Okay, for all alpha belongs to n of T, we get f of alpha is equal to 0. Okay, so this implies this f belongs to annihilator of null space of T. Okay, by definition of annihilator of null space of T. Annihilator म्हणजे काय? Set of those functions which maps every element of n of T becomes 0. Okay, collection of those functionals on W star such that the element, if you apply that functional on this set n of T. Okay, आता हा फंक्शन काय करतोय? every element of n of T हा 0 ला मॅप करतोय. Hence f belongs to annihilator of null space of T. Okay, any doubt? Any
No,
doubt?
sir.
Now look at
No,
it.
sir.
Now, here we take an f belongs to null space of range space of T transpose. Now here we get f belongs to null space of annihilator of null space of T. This implies range of T transpose contained in null space, annihilator of null space of T. Is it correct? It's contained in null annihilator of null space of T. Now here, rank of range of T transpose and annihilator of null space of T are subspace of कोणाचे सबस्पेस असतील? किती वेळा सांगायचं हेच?
V star.
V star. Okay, range of T transpose कुठे येईल? इथे येईल ना. Range of T transpose. Okay, here the R of T transpose and annihilator of null space of T transpose. Okay, null space of T कोणाचा सबसेट असेल? हा V चा असेल. मग annihilator हा कोणाचा? V star चा असेल. म्हणजे हा कोणाचा असेल? सबस्पेस ऑफ V star. Okay, now here the range of T transpose and the annihilator of null space of T are the subspace of V star. And we have this one R of T transpose. Okay, R of T transpose is contained in annihilator of null space of T. Okay, hence these two are the subspace of V star, but R of T transpose is contained in null space of annihilator of null space of T. Hence, range of T transpose is cancel subspace of annihilator of null space of T. Annihilator of null space of T. Okay. हा तुमचा असा असेल सबसेट. This one is V star. This one is annihilator of null space of T. Okay, and this one is now range of T transpose. Okay, then R of T transpose. Half and subspace family itself vector space. This is the subspace of P star. Then itself it is a vector space. And R of T transpose is contained in null space of T, annihilator of null space of T. Okay, hence R of T transpose is a subspace of null space, annihilator of null space of T. Okay, now if we prove the dimension of these two are equal, then R of T transpose is equal to annihilator of null space of T. Okay, now we have if W is the subspace of V, okay, एक theorem पाहिला आपण, then dimension of W plus dimension of W star is equal to dimension of domain. Okay, if this one is the subspace of V, now here this one is the subspace of null space of annihilator of null space of T. Then by using that theorem, okay, wait a minute. Then if W is the subspace of V, then we know that the dimension of W plus dimension of annihilator of W is equal to dimension of V. Okay, now we know that null space of T is a subspace of null space of T हा subspace कोणाचा असेल? Subspace of V. Okay, then by theorem we have, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Then we know that null space of T is the subspace of V. Okay, then dimension of null space of T plus dimension of annihilator of null space of T, okay, is equal to dimension of V. ओके, वेट अ मिनिट, आपण एक 5 मिनिटांनी लेक्चर पुन्हा जॉईन करूया. ओके, सो तुम्ही प्रत्येक लिहूया, एक 5 मिनिटांनी आपण पुन्हा घेऊया. ओके, लिहू करा.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Wait a minute.
The null space of T is a subspace of V, then by theorem, the dimension of n of T, null space of T, plus dimension of null annihilator of null space of T is equal to what? Dimension of V. Okay. So as the capital T is a linear transformation from a finite dimensional vector space V into W. Okay, then by rank nullity theorem. What is the rank nullity theorem? Rank nullity theorem. We have dimension of null space of T, that is nullity of T, plus dimension of range of T, okay, is equal to dimension of domain. What is dimension of domain? Dimension of V. Okay, now these two statements. Suppose this one is star and this one is double star. Okay, so from above two equation, from star and double star, okay, we get what we get? Dimension of null space of T plus dimension of range of T is equal to, okay, this one, and set this equation form. Dimension of equating these two equations, okay, null space of T plus dimension of annihilator of null space of T. Okay, now this get cancelled. Okay, now this is equal to, this implies dimension of range of T is equal to dimension of annihilator of null space of T. Okay, hence range of T is contained in annihilator of null space of T and dimension of range of T is equal to dimension of annihilator of null space of T. This implies R of T, that is range of T, is equal to range of T is equal to, wait a minute. Dimension of this one, dimension of T is equal to what? Dimension of R of T is equal to get dimension of T transpose, right? R of T transpose is equal to is contained in annihilator of null of n of T. Okay, and dimension, and here we get dimension of R of T is equal to dimension of null space annihilator of null space of T. But dimension of R of T is equal to what? Dimension of range of T transpose from 2. Okay, from the second statement. So which is equal to dimension of null space of T, annihilator of null space of T. Okay, now look at here. Range of T transpose is contained in annihilator of null space of T, and dimension of range of T transpose is equal to dimension of null annihilator of null space of T. So this implies range of T transpose is equal to annihilator of null space of T. Hence the proof. Any doubt? This is from 2.
No, sir.
Okay, this is from equation number 2. So here we proved that three statement. Which one? You let V and W be the vector space over the field F, and let W be the linear transformation from V into W. The null space of T transpose is equal to annihilator of range space of T. Rank of T is equal to rank of T transpose, and the range space of T transpose is equal to null annihilator of null space of T. ओके, पुन्हा एकदा नीट लक्ष द्या. T हा कुठून कुठे असणार? T is the linear transformation from V to W. Okay, null space of T is the subspace of V. Range space of T is the subspace of W. T transpose is the mapping from this is the also linear transformation from W star to V star. Range space of T transpose, right here. Null space of annihilator of null space of T is this subspace of V star. Okay, annihilator of range space of T is the subspace of W star. Okay. Any doubt up here? Okay, then the next topic is representation of transformation by matrix. Representation of transformation by matrix or matrices. Okay. Now let V be a n-dimensional vector space. Let capital V be a n-dimensional vector space over the field F. Over the field capital F, and capital W be m-dimensional vector space. M-dimensional vector space over the same field. Over the field capital F again. Let this one beta. Okay, beta is equal to alpha 1, alpha 2, up to so on alpha n. And beta 1 is equal to b1, b2, or beta 1, beta 2, up to so on beta m. Be ordered basis. Be ordered basis. ऑर्डर्ड बेसिस का म्हणजे हे आता कळलं आपल्याला. ओके, आपण प्रत्येक वेळेस ऑर्डर्ड बेसिस हा शब्द वापरतोय. जर ऑर्डर चेंज केल्यानंतर मॅट्रिक्स चेंज होतो, कसा चेंज होतो हे आपण आता कळलं आपल्याला. ओके, बी एन ऑर्डर्ड बेसिस फॉर V and W respectively. Okay, here the beta is the basis, ordered basis for V, and B1 is the ordered basis for W. Now suppose T is linear transformation. Okay, from V into W. Okay, suppose T is the linear transformation from V into W. This one is V. This is the transformation from W. This one is beta. This one is beta 1, basis for W. Okay, now we know that T is completely determined. The capital T, the transformation T is completely determined by its action on the vectors alpha j belonging belonging to a basis for V, capital V, each of n vectors. What is the meaning of this one? Suppose this T is the transformation V to W. If we know the T image of all the vectors of alpha j. Okay. Suppose alpha 1, alpha 2, look at here. Beta is the basis for V. If we know the T image of alpha 1, alpha 2, up to so on alpha n, then T is completely determined. म्हणजे T हा कसा फॉर्म होईल? If you know the images of alpha 1, alpha 2, up to so on alpha n, then T is completely determined. That is the statement. We know that T is completely determined by its action on the vectors alpha j belonging to basis for V, each of n vectors. If you know all the n images of these alphas, then T is completely determined. Okay. Now, T of alpha j is, if T is the mapping from V to W, and this one is alpha j. Okay, alpha j is the vectors in beta basis. Okay, then what is, where is T of alpha j? T of alpha j कुठे असेल? T image of alpha j कुठे असेल? V का W मध्ये?
W.
Okay, that means T is here. T of alpha j. Then it is the vector of W. Then T of alpha j we can write in the linear combination of B1, B2, B3, up to so on Bm. Why? Because this beta 1 forms the basis for W. Okay. Now T of alpha j is uniquely expressed. Is uniquely expressible. Is uniquely expressible as a linear combination of beta 1, beta 2, up to so on beta m. Okay, because why? Because J to W. Okay. B1, B up to so on time. These m vectors forms a basis for W. Okay, any doubt? Okay, any doubt up to here? Now let
No, sir.
for this J running from, how many alpha J's are there? किती alpha J आहेत एकूण?
Here.
1, 2, 1, 2, up to so on n. Okay, so hence this T alpha J you can write in the linear combination of B1, B2 up to so on Bm. Suppose this T alpha J is equal to A1J. A1J B1 plus A2J B2 plus up to so on AMJ BM. Okay, any doubt?
No, sir.
Wait a minute.
No, sir.
This T of alpha j we can write is equal to A1J B1 plus A2J B2 up to so on AMJ into BM. That is equal to summation I running from 1 to M. Okay, AIJ BI. Okay, and these scalars A1J, A2J, up to so on AMJ, are what coordinates of T alpha j in the ordered basis. Ordered basis B1. Is it correct? Is it correct? Now, the M cross N
Yes, sir.
now. The M cross N matrix, okay, goes in jth column. Okay, हा फर्स्ट रो असेल, हा जो असेल A1J, A2J, A3J. Suppose A11, A21, A31 for J is equal to काय असेल, हा K coordinates असतील up to so on A M1. This M cross N matrix goes in jth column. म्हणजे हा coordinate कुठे जाईल माझा, फर्स्ट J is equal to 1 म्हणलं तर हा फर्स्ट कॉलमला जाईल. ओके, कोफॅक्टर मॅट्रिक्स अँड ट्रान्सपोज ऑफ कोफॅक्टर मॅट्रिक्स इज नथिंग बट मॅट्रिक्स ऑफ लिनियर ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन. पाहिलं ना बीएससी आहे. ओके, अँड द M cross N matrix goes jth column for J running from 1 to up to so on and consist of these coordinate, okay, of these coordinates, and it's called the matrix of the linear transformation T relative to the basis, to the pair of ordered basis beta and beta 1. Okay, and we shall denote this matrix it by the symbol matrix of T with respect to beta and beta 1, or matrix of transformation T with respect to domain basis, and this is codomain basis. Any doubt to here?
No, sir.
Okay. Then why we call it the order basis? Suppose if the order is changed here. Suppose तुमचा इथे बीटा 1 आहे, इथे बीटा 2 आहे आणि इथे बीटा 1 आहे. Okay, if you change the order of this basis element, then what is the coordinate of this one? Look at here. हा एलिमेंट कुठे येईल माझा, इथे येईल. ओके, हा कोऑर्डिनेट, आणि हा कोऑर्डिनेट कुठे येईल माझा, इथे येईल. हा जो A1 जे आहे ना, हा इथे येईल. ओके, आणि हा A2 जे कुठे येईल, या ठिकाणी येईल. मग त्याप्रमाणे हा काय होईल, मॅट्रिक्स मध्ये आपण लिहिताना काय करतोय, हा A1 जे कुठे लिहितो, इथे लिहितो. हा A2 जे कुठे लिहितोय, इथे लिहितोय. ओके, कॉलम मध्ये लिहितोय आपण असं. Okay, and up to so on. If you change the order of that basis element, हा element कुठे येईल, इथे येईल, आणि हा element कुठे येईल, इथे येईल. That's why we called standard ordered basis. Ordered basis का म्हणतोय, जर ऑर्डर चेंज केली की हा मॅट्रिक्स ऑफ लिनियर ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन चेंज होतोय. ओके, कळलं आता काय म्हणतोय आपण ऑर्डर्ड बेसिस?
Yes, sir.
ओके, एक हा समजा B2 ला B1 केला, फॉर एक्झाम्पल basis of R3. काय basis of R3? 1 0 0. हा स्टँडर्ड ऑर्डर बेसिस 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. एक्झाम्पल आता पुढच्या लेक्चरला घेतल्यानंतर कळतील. समजा मी हा ऑर्डर चेंज केला, 0 1 0 हा एलिमेंट आधी घेतला, 1 0 0 and 0 0 1. जेव्हा मी मॅट्रिक्स ऑफ लिनियर ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन फॉर्म करेन तेव्हा काय होईल, हा याचा कोऑर्डिनेट आधी येईल, ओके, इथे, आणि याचा कोऑर्डिनेट नंतर येईल. त्यामुळे हा मॅट्रिक्स जो 3x3 चा मॅट्रिक्स असेल तो माझा काय होईल, चेंज होईल. ओके, दॅट्स वाय वी कॉल्ड ordered basis here. Okay, now look at here. Now one more thing is there. What is the dimension of V is n. What is the dimension of this one is equal
M.
to m. मग मॅट्रिक्स फॉर्म करताना काय होईल, कोडोमेनचे मॅट्रिक्स जेवढे डायमेन्शन असेल तेवढे रोज तयार होतील आणि जेवढे डायमेन्शन तुमच्या डोमेनचे आहे तेवढे काय तयार होतील, कॉलम तयार होतील. ओके, हे गोल लक्षात ठेवा. इफ टी इज द ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम R2 to R3 असा दिलेला असेल तर मॅट्रिक्स ऑफ ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन काय असेल, 3/2 चा असेल. ओके, if the T is the linear transformation from R2 to R3, then what is the matrix of transformation? Order of matrix of transformation is 3/2. Okay. पहा 1 2 up to so on m हे काय येतील, म्हणजे आपण कॉलम मध्ये लिहितो असं लिहिणार ना. A1j A2j up to so on काय येणार हे AMJ. ओके, A11 A22 AM किती कॉलम्स किती झाले, म्हणजे m कॉलम्स झाले आणि रोज किती होतील, रोज किती होतील n.
N.
Okay, any doubt up to here? The example we will see in the next lecture. Okay, whatever be the dimension of our codomain, that is equal to number of rows of matrix of transformation. Okay, wait a minute. काही डाऊट असतील तर विचारू शकता. Okay, so for today it is sufficient. The remaining part we will see